Super Draco here, and welcome back to Pack 5 of Build G1 Optimus Prime. So, jumping back in where we left last time, so we're going to bring in part 5-2. That's going to fit around his wrist, and as you can see, there are 4 sockets that are going to marry the two together with 2 by 5.5 PWM screws. So we're coming in at an awkward angle here. So this is why I'm using the longer, thinner screwdriver. I get better torque on the other one, but again, just due to angles, that this one's going to reach a little better. Now we don't want to tighten this all the way up. Instead, we want to get the first 2 in to get it some stability, and then we'll fully tighten. As you can see, I'm having some difficulty getting it fully aligned. I'm not entirely sure why. I did actually off camera disassemble this and check the fit and finish, and I could not find why it didn't want to line up. So I got nothing on that one. Okay, so now that we got the screws in and it's not moving around, I can actually get my high torque screwdriver in there to finish tightening everything up. Now, I thought about it, and I suspect that oiling these screws may have helped this a little bit along, but either way. So again, I'm just making sure that all of the screws are fully torqued. You don't want to overdo it because the bracket they're held into is plastic, but at the same time you don't want any wiggle room so it can come loose. So then we're going to set that out of the way for right now, because next we need parts 5-1 and 5-36. So 36 is just an insert that'll clip onto those 4 pegs. Now you need to glue this in place. As you can see, I'm getting no tension at all, so I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on each post so it'll stay nice and locked in place. And I always put glue on the far side so that if it runs, it doesn't run onto the visible portion. So we're going to let that dry for a few seconds. It only needs a few seconds to start setting. So then we're going to bring in our forearm again, well, our near complete arm, and we're going to mount that to the front of his arm with 4 2 by 5.5 millimeter PWM screws. Okay, so just making sure my screws are fully torqued. So with that done, next we're going to bring in part 5-30. Okay, so this is going to mount to the arm on the side with two 2.3 by 6 millimeter PV screws, and then on the inside with a 2 by 5.5 millimeter PWM screw. Okay, so this one's a little difficult to film, so I'm giving you the best angle I can. Sorry about that. So with that done, we're going to rinse and repeat on the other side with part 5-29. As you'll notice, there's a peg on 5-30 and a receptacle on 5-29, so just want to make sure that connection goes together, and then we're going to screw it identically. That sounded so wrong, but we're going to go with it with two 2.3 by 6 millimeter PV screws on the side and a 2 by 5.5 millimeter PWM screw on the inside. Something I didn't notice the first time, they actually have a little molded in cutout to help get the screw in there. That's actually clever, and I have to admit I appreciate stuff like that. That's actually well thought out. Alright, so now that that's done, so next we're going to bring in parts 5-27 and 28. Okay, so these are just push to fit. I've got a little bit of gapping in this arm. Like I said before, after the video disassembled it and checked and made sure everything was right to see if I could fix that gapping. So as we can see, this one's not wanting to fit either. So honestly, I don't know why this arm isn't fitting together as well as the other. I know I've got the right side, the correct position of it, because they can only fit on one side each. But there it finally locked on. And I'm just using as much pressure as I feel comfortable on. I don't remember if those pieces are plastic or metal. Last step, we take the hand, insert it into the wrist, make it look more natural. And there we have an arm. So lastly, I didn't show this in the in pack 3, so real quick we're just going to fix the smokestack. So because I don't want it coming loose again, I'm going a little crazy with the glue. Yeah, normally I care more about, and that was an interesting thing. Normally I care more about not using so much glue because A, glue costs money, but B, you don't want it running everywhere because it'll take off paint and just ruin your aesthetic. So get the smokestack put back together, carefully line it up, make sure the glue sets it together. And so now we have a complete pair of arms. So let's get the other one for a comparison. So that's pack 5 done. Thanks for watching. Check out my fantasy story, King of Mercenaries, on Fiction Press. And I'll see you for Ecto 1 coming sometime soon.